This is six-time IFBB Bikini Pro Champion Brina Martinez, and I take ZMA5 to make sure that I get the zinc, magnesium, and vitamin B6 needed to keep my immune system healthy and snap strong.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm Marcos Villegas, being joined with Luke Campbell via Zoom at his home right now in the United Kingdom as he's gearing up in camp for his fight with Ryan Garcia coming up December 5th on DAZN. Luke, man, it's good seeing you. This is going to be another very anticipated fight for a lot of fight fans that have been wanting to see not only you fight, but Ryan Garcia take a step up in competition. And you certainly are a big step up in competition for him. In regards to just everything in camp and preparing, how are you doing and how is the camp coming along?
Yeah, everything's going great. Preparation so far has been fantastic, and I'm in a great place. Really happy with the progress, and everything's on track.
In terms of having to leave your home and have the fight over here in America with all the COVID stuff happening in the background as well, what do you think about that? Because, I talked to a few other fighters and they're like, man, I don't really want to go to America right now. To be honest, what are your feelings over all this?
I've not even thought about it. It doesn't bother me in the slightest. I really like America, so for me, yeah, I get out the cold and go to the heat. So I've literally not thought about it at all, but I'm excited, if anything.
Yeah, well, you're going to be in the desert in the Fantasy Springs resort. No fans in a bubble. I would imagine that's something maybe familiar already because I know a lot of fighters just kind of keep to themselves the week of the fight. Is that pretty, I guess, the routine usually how it is, or it is going to be kind of like a new thing for you that you're kind of wondering like, how is this all gonna be like?
Nah, listen, I've been around the world, travelled different tournaments all over the place and things. It's all the same really. They call it the bubble, but like you say, you don't want to be around a load of people anyhow fight week. So it's just the same as that.
Yeah, that's true. I've always noticed you guys always do the little fist bump instead of the handshake the few days before the fight.
Yeah,
Yeah, you guys don't want to get
yeah,
sick. You don't want to get any germs.
yeah, that's it. That's
you know,
it.
um, so the preparation for this, you got a guy who's really quick, really young. I feel he's gonna come at you because he wants to prove something that he wants to prove that he could hang with you. But has it adjusted at all, the training since your last fight, which was against Lomachenko? I want to say maybe a year ago, maybe a little bit more than a year ago.
Yeah, more. Yeah, but the training camps always get smarter, wiser, and we adapt and we're more efficient and we work hard, and that's literally it. But it's I'm having a fantastic camp so far, so everything's great.
Are you at the gym right now? I see an exit sign right behind you.
Yeah, so I'm not at the gym, but I'm in a different accommodation. I am in camp away from home, so it's not the best accommodation here.
Yeah,
But
because
saying that is what it is. It's home in camp.
how long have you been in isolation now, like and away from your family?
Oh yeah, I'm away during the weeks, and then the weekends I'll go back home and see him on the weekends, and then come away during the week. So it's obviously while I'm away in the week, it's nothing but sleep, eat, and train, and then can relax at home with the family. Just get a great balance, really.
That's probably a refreshing thing, especially because you just had a baby as well, to be able to have a hard week and then go and get to see them on the weekend.
Yeah, no, it's great. It works fantastically.
And congratulations, by the way. How is it to be
Thank you.
a father now for the third time?
Yeah, yeah, great. Yeah, it's great. I didn't think I'd be a dad again. Um,
Oops.
but yeah,
That's the
great.
conversation. What?
Yeah, yeah, no. So it's fantastic. He's fitting to the family really good.
That's great. That's great. I'm glad to hear that. You know, this fight was talked about for a while, and it was kind of like taking a while for it to announce. What took so long to make the fight happen?
You tell me. I have no idea.
Mhm.
I'm not sure why. I mean, the contracts were signed weeks in advance before they announced it, so I'm not sure why it took so long.
Okay, maybe they're trying to figure out the venue and all that, or
Yeah,
maybe
and get the
stuff on
right
his
date
part.
for everything. I don't know.
You were gonna fight Javier Fortuna, and then that fell out, and then Ryan came in. Uh, in a way, is this a better opportunity? Do you feel that Ryan's a better fighter than Fortuna, or do you feel that Fortuna was actually a trickier fight? You know, what's your thoughts on that?
You know, it makes no difference to me. Obviously, they're both completely different styles, um, and anybody at top level is dangerous anyhow. So it literally makes no difference to me. Obviously, beating Garcia, much bigger name, so it's a much better scalp on my record for when I beat him.
You guys use, like, to me as an American and as a Californian, like some of the words you guys use like just completely like throw me off. So when you said scalp, I'm like, what is he talking about? And I get this all the time with when you guys come over, because I ask
Right.
them like, dude, do you ever like trip out when I talk to you guys? And they're like, yeah, you say bro a lot, you say dude a lot, you talk like a typical like Californian, like American. I'm like, oh man, that's
Yeah.
right. I do say bro a lot.
I mean, we see all that in the movies, don't we?
Yeah, you do. It's funny.
I mean, I can't imagine you've seen many English movies.
James Bond, do you count that?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Yeah, right. You know, Luke, honest thoughts here. Honestly, honest thoughts. What do you think about Ryan's Instagram? I'm just kidding, man.
Um,
I'm just kidding. I'm joking.
Impressive, really, isn't it? Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
You didn't have to answer that. That was a joke. I was going to ask you, honestly, him as a fighter, what do you think about the guys he's fought? And really, what do you make of what he is at this point right now?
I don't really care, to be honest. I don't
Wow.
really care. I
Yeah.
don't really care about his previous opponents. I mean, it makes no difference to me because he's fighting me now. So I don't care who he's fought, who he's been in the ring with. It's all irrelevant at the end of the day because December 5th, we're both going to be getting in the ring together.
Were you surprised that he wanted this fight so much? Because he really, really pushed for this.
No, in a way.
No?
Well, I don't understand why people would act surprised. At the end of the day, he's supposed to be a fighter, and he's supposed to be a great fighter, right? So why would he be surprised to be pushing to fight another great fighter? You know,
No, I like that response, and that is very true. I think some fans were surprised because, you know, you're a guy that fought Linares, you're a guy that fought Lomachenko, both very, very competitive in those fights with
well, let's remember, I'm not a fan. I'm a fighter.
the very, very true. I
That's
would
the
say
difference.
fans were surprised, not you per se, but fans were surprised that he did push just because of the prior competition that he's had before.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's certainly a big leap. Let's be honest, it is a big leap. But like I say, that's irrelevant.
You know, when you look at him and you see, you know, the speed, he has good power. Is it anything you've never seen before in the ring? Is it something a little bit different?
I've not really watched him,
No.
so I mean, I know he's fast. I know he's got fast hands, you know, and it looks like he carries power. But I've never really watched him fight. No,
Why not? You just don't like looking at tape of your opponents, or?
I don't see the point. Because whatever he's done to previous opponents, that wasn't me. He didn't do that to me. So you know, what my coach will watch him, and then I will just literally go off whatever he tells me to do.
What has your coach said about how he feels the fight will play out?
Well, saying a little too much, right?
You don't have to say the game plan, but you can say like, oh, you're going to be too much. You have too much experience. Like, you're too tricky for this guy. You're too tall. You're too rangy.
Well, that's not really what the coach's idea of it is. Saying, "Oh, you're going to be too rangy for him, or you're going to be too tricky for him." Blah blah blah. That's not coaching. Anyone can say that.
Mm-hmm. He feels he'll get a knockout in this fight.
Right.
When you hear that talk coming from him, what goes on through your mind? Because I've also heard quotes from you in interviews that you feel that you're going to completely break him down in this fight.
Yeah, I do. I feel like when I start hitting him, really hitting him, he's not going to want to be there, and I will knock him out there.
What do you see there? Because when I hear that, I feel like there's such a sense of conviction there from you when you say that, like you 110% believe that. What do you see there?
I just believe in me. I believe in what I've got. I believe I'm performing better than I've ever performed. And like I said, I'm in a fantastic place physically and mentally. And, I want to go in there and showcase the world what I can do and what I've got. And he's a great opponent to do it against.
It's a tough fight. The odds I checked last night, very close, very close. And when it was announced, I honestly do still feel that it is a pick'em fight. He has a lot of strengths, but you have a lot of strengths as well. And you have experience coming into the fight too.
Yeah. No, again, yeah, like I say, you're not wrong.
How are you better from the Lomachenko fight, in your opinion, Luke? How have you improved, and what's gotten better, you feel, in yourself overall, not only as a boxer, but as a person?
Because when I see that fight, I look at that fight, think, seeing it and believing I can be so much better than that. With just a few adjustments in my style and a few tweaks here and there, I believe I can be so much better fighter, and that's what I aim to be.
In what areas do you feel that you were lacking? Because when I see
just overall,
yeah,
overall, I mean, I guess you got to tune in December 5th to find out.
Because when I look at you, I think you're very solid, just very solid. You do everything really, really well. Like you're very, very balanced. If we were playing Mario Kart, you would be Mario. Mario's the most balanced out of all the Mario Kart players, And that was a really good analogy that I just brought up. I play a lot of video games. Sorry, Luke.
Thanks.
But when you see that, is there anything that particularly you feel that you haven't done well in the past, that it's really been kind of like irritating you? Like, nah, I got to really improve in this aspect here.
Like I say, not massive adjustments, just little tweaks and little adjustments just to can go a long way.
Back to what you said.
That's it, really.
You mentioned that you're going to break them down and you're going to knock them out. Do you think that happens more later in the fight? Do you think that happens early on? Like when you visualize it, like how are you seeing the flow of fight that leads eventually to that?
It don't matter. It don't matter. Like what I've said is that's what I believe. It doesn't particularly matter, which way it is or or I don't need to play out round for round. You know what I mean? That's what I believe is going to happen.
Do you ever visualize? Do you subscribe to that school of thoughts? Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Not all the time.
Not all the time. Yeah, because I know a lot of fighters do like to visualize like how they're gonna stop an opponent and they play and play and play it in their mind.
Yeah. Sometimes I've done that in the past.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed any difference when you've done it compared to when you don't do it?
Not really.
Not really. Yeah, not really. Just train hard. Really. That's all. Just train hard.
Yeah.
When are you getting over here? Because obviously you're gonna have to acclimate to everything over here.
Yeah, no, of course. I think I'm planning everything the trip wise tomorrow. So I'll get a date tomorrow of literally when we're going out there and preparing.
But I would think you'd want to be out here for like 2 weeks to acclimate, or do you think
minimum?
Minimum?
Yeah, minimum. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay, so you want a little bit more time than to acclimate over here.
Yeah, that'll be minimum time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's because the fight's happening in the afternoon. That's a little bit different, but it's good for your fans. Yeah, it was good
Yeah.
for you because it's kind of not like a time difference then, huh?
Yeah, exactly. So it's great.
That and your fans get to tune in as well. Is this fight? Have you gotten clarification from the WBC? Is it still an interim title fight, or what's the status of all that?
I'm literally always the last person to know. So
Really?
I couldn't tell you. Yeah.
You find out like through your phone and all that?
People text me and tell me what's happening.
Yeah, no Texas yet.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
texts. I mean, it's for the interim world title. That's all I know.
Okay. Well, then it's a title fight then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
is the winner then? Have you been told that will be Devin Haney? I would imagine they'd want to unify,
Well,
right?
I'm assuming so. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what happens.
Yeah. That'd be a great fight, man. What do you think about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah. Again, it's another great fight. You know, he's obviously got a fight coming up, so we'll have to see how he gets on in that. But you know, for me, I've only got one focus, and that's taking care of business December 5th.
Thank you so much for watching this video, and make sure to subscribe for more videos of your favorite fighters over here on Fight Up TV, and give us a follow online as well at Fight Up TV on Twitter and on Instagram. We appreciate it, guys.